Good morning students, here Seema Sharma, PGT Biology from Surus School. Okay students, as you know our revision is going on. So in chapter number 6 life processes, today we are discussing about nutrition in human being. Okay, as you know human being are heterotrophic organisms. They obtain their food from plants, from animals, and the mode of nutrition is holozoic. That means they digest the food inside the body. The essential components of a human diet are water, carbohydrate, fat, protein, minerals, vitamins, etc. The human digestive system consists of an alimentary canal and many digestive glands. We can see here. Right. The alimentary canal is a long tube. It's a very long tube, about 9-meter long tube, in which duct of several digestive glands open to secrete their respective digestive secretions. The alimentary canal consists of several organs. These organs are like mouth, then buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, then small intestine, and then large intestine. So what is the function of these organs? Very first, mouth. Mouth is the uppermost opening of the human digestive system, which gives passage for the ingestion of food. It is guarded by two soft movable lips and open into a chamber or a cavity called buccal cavity. Now what is the work of buccal cavity? It is a large space bounded about by the palate, below by the throat, on the side by the jaw. The throat support the muscular tongue, which form a floor of this cavity and help in ingestion of food. The jaw bear teeth. Both upper and lower jaw are provided with the teeth, and teeth cut the food into small pieces and chew them to make it soft and for easy swallowing. Right. Buccal cavity has 3 pairs of salivary gland located at the different locations. Parotid gland on the side of the face, sublingual gland lie under the front part of the tongue, and submaxillary gland lie at the angles of the lower jaw. These salivary glands secrete saliva through their ducts, and saliva contain water, salt, mucin, and an enzyme, that is ptyalin. And the enzyme ptyalin is salivary amylase, which splits starch glycogen into maltose. And carbohydrate digestion begin in the buccal cavity itself, which is responsible for hydrolysis of about 30% starch present in the food. Now esophagus. Esophagus is a long and tubular structure which serves to carry food from pharynx to the stomach. The wall of the esophagus is highly muscular. Esophagus is not concerned with the digestion of food. It exhibits like a kind of peristaltic movement, that means contraction and expansion movement of the wall, so that the partially digested food is pushed forward in the trunk, and in fact the movement occurs throughout the alimentary canal. Now stomach is wide C or J shaped muscular sac present on the left side of the abdomen. Partially digested food reaches into the stomach from the buccal cavity through the pharynx and esophagus. Now further digestion of food take place in the stomach. Stomach serve 4 main functions. Very first, storage of food. Second, mechanical churning of food. Third, partial digestion. And the last one is regulation of the flow of food into the small intestine. Okay. So if I'm saying storage of food, the food is stored in the stomach for variable duration. Carbohydrate continue to get digested till salivary enzyme stylin is destroyed by the hydrochloric acid secreted in the stomach. The carbohydrate remain in the stomach for about 1 to 2 hours, right, and mechanical churning of the food, wall of the stomach undergo periodic muscular contractions so that food get churned and mix thoroughly with the gastric juice. And if I am talking about partial digestion, stomach possesses branches tubular gland present on the inner surface of its wall. There are 3 types of gland which secrete hydrochloric acid, protein digesting enzyme and mucus. All the secretions are collectively called gastric juice, and the hydrochloric acid make the medium acidic. Protein digestive enzyme pepsin act as an acidic medium which break down the protein into peptones, and gastric juice also contains some gastric lipase which partially break down lipids. The gastric juice can be secreted in the stomach by the sight and smell and through the appetizing food. Last one is regulation of the flow of food into a small intestine. The stomach regulates the flow of partial digested food into the small intestine. Now, what is a small intestine? What is the function of small intestine here? See, small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal. It is a narrow tube about 6 meter which lie coiled in the abdomen, and the length of the small intestine varies in the different animals depending on their food and they eat. It is comparatively longer in herbivorous animals which eat grasses and shorter in carnivores which eat meat. Long intestine of herbivorous is helpful in digestion of cellulose, and meat is digested easily, therefore carnivores have a shorter small intestine. Okay. Now, digestion in small intestine begin by conversion of acidic food into alkaline by the action of secretion from the liver and pancreas through a common duct formed by the union of bile duct and pancreatic duct. Bile duct carries bile juice, pancreatic duct contain pancreatic juices, right. So, beside bile and pancreatic juice, the small intestine secrete intestinal juices which contain a mixture of several enzymes, and all these enzymes act upon different type of food. The action of these enzymes causes conversion of protein into amino acid and carbohydrate into glucose and fat into fatty acid and glycerols. All these products are soluble in water and very easily absorbed by the wall of intestine which contain blood capillaries. And internally the wall of the small intestine is raised into numerous projections like structure that is called villi. Villi are the leaf like structures, right, in the duodenum, tongue like in a jejunum and finger like in ileum. Presence of villi and blood capillaries in the absorptive surface enhance the capacity of the absorption by the wall of the intestine. Now, what is the work of large intestine? The small intestine is followed by the large intestine which is shorter but wider than the small intestine. It arranged around the mass of small intestine in the form of question mark. It lack villi but secrete mucus. Greater part of the large intestine is colon which gives like appearance due to a series of contractions. The colon is followed by 12 to 20 meter. It's like 15 to 20 centimeter long vertical column called rectum. It also secretes mucus for lubrication, and the facial matter is egested out through the anal opening by the activity of the anal sphincter. This is the function of our digestive system and the organ that is present in our digestive system. Main organ that is mouth, stomach, and it's a large small intestine and the large intestine. Thank you. Revise it and thank you and have a nice day.